Number 2 on our list gets into the area of our experience of new homes versus pre-owned homes. And I'll be spending a lot of time talking about this whole concept of us selling new houses. It was something relatively new for us 6 years ago. This, 6 years ago, is what we bought. Somebody would call and say, hey, there's a repo available, and we'd send somebody out to go look at it. And we'd buy it for about 50 cents on the dollar. If $30,000 was owed on it, we may pay 10 or 15. And then we'd go through the hassle of moving it and rehabbing it and whatever and whatever. 6 years ago, we got to a point where the repo houses were both old and expensive. The finance companies were trying to recover as much as they possibly could. And there were fewer and fewer and fewer of the repos available because so many of the finance companies had gone out of business. So every year we saw fewer and fewer repos, and we saw the prices going up. So they were older and more expensive. So 6 years ago we said, we're going to try buying and selling new houses. And I'll tell you a little bit in a minute about our communities. But anybody, I think, who operates a sales program and a seller finance program looks at these kind of considerations and says, how long does it take me, what does it cost me to buy a house? How long does it take me to get it ready to sell? What do I have to do to get that house to appeal to prospective residents? The time to sell it, the caliber of resident that that house attracts to my community. What is it going to do in terms of upgrading my community? What are my future maintenance and utility costs? And for us, one of the most important considerations is when I sell that house, how likely is that person to default? Because as I say, I'm in the business of selling houses. I want to move people from the position of being a renter to a homeowner. I don't believe in churn and burn. I'm not one of these guys who say it's great to collect $2,000 up front and have somebody move out 6 months later and go fix the house up and do it over again. That's not our model. So what we found comparing new and used houses is that a new house, especially what we see out in the show here today, is very functional, lots of eye candy. Obviously it's new, it smells new, it has a warranty. There are no repairs on it for at least the first year, and going to be fewer repairs in the future. It upgrades our community, and as I'll show you here, our defaults on selling those new houses has been significantly less. With the same application criteria, the same qualification criteria, our defaults have been significantly less with new houses. Conversely, the repos, harder to find, high initial cost. We end up having to move them, rehab them, maintain them, and the defaults.